How did I end up partnering with the music band Okgo and send a piece of artwork into space? Yes, into space. I'm going to show you all of that in this video today. But first, the purpose of this video is the start of a mini-series I'm calling Case Studies. Case Studies is going to be entrepreneurial ventures, clients, or things that I was a part of over the last 6+ years. I've collected hundreds of hours of footage and stories that I now would like to tell, and I'm going to tell a little story today. In this case study, we are going to be covering the Playful Learning Lab. As much as I would love to dive into the full history of the Playful Learning Lab and its foundations in 2009, there is plenty of story and history in my own experiences in just the last few years when I had started and was a part of from 2018 to 2019, and I will be highlighting that here today. I'm so very thankful for my professor and mentor, Dr. Emery Thomas. She is the founder of the Playful Learning Lab when it was founded back in 2009. Let me first start by saying she is an absolutely incredible human being.
That philosophy of really letting students explore the world as a citizen of this planet, not as I'm a mathematician or I'm an engineer, or I'm an entrepreneur. That was kind of a eureka moment for me.
She is a legend in my books simply because she has done so many incredible things in the realm of education. She graduated from MIT in ocean engineering. She's heavily tied to FIRST Robotics. She is a professor, an executive producer, a mentor, an author of multiple books. Might I also add, I got to edit some of her book writing in the Star Wars book that she did, one of the coolest experiences I was a part of. And not to mention, she's also an incredible trapeze artist, and the list goes on and on. Actually wanted to show very quickly this photo. Let me focus in on here. This photo is from Dr. Emery Thomas's TED Talk. I want to show you a little bit from that clip right now.
So I want to do a little demo for you. Okay. So if I take this salt dough, again, it's like the Play-Doh you probably made as kids, and I plug it in to 2 leads of a battery pack, simple battery pack. You can buy them at Radio Shack and pretty much anywhere else. We can actually then light things up. But if any of you have studied electrical engineering, we can also create a short circuit. If I push these together, the light turns off, right? The current wants to run through the Play-Doh, not through that LED. If I separate them again, I have some light. We have a website, it's all there. These are the home recipes. We've got some videos, you can make them yourselves. And it's been really fun since we put them up to see where these have gone. We've had a mom in Utah who used them with her kids, to a science researcher in the UK, and curriculum developers in Hawaii. So I'd encourage you all to grab some Play-Doh, grab some salt, grab some sugar, and start playing. We don't usually think of our kitchen as an electrical engineering lab or little kids as circuit designers, but maybe we should.
That was in 2011, and now in 2022, the Playful Learning Lab has a tool with squishy circuits that can be implemented in a ton of different projects and initiatives to build relationships with new schools. Maybe it's a residency in a children's museum, or partnering with places like Okgo. Okgo, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth on. If you haven't heard of Okgo, the band Okgo, pause this video now, take a few minutes, look up some of their videos that they've created. They have created some of the most incredible, awe-inspiring videos over the last decade with incredible virality, which has inspired, I would say, an entire generation in creative thinking. Let me just quickly show you how all of these pieces fit together. The Playful Learning Lab, Okgo, and Okgo Sandbox. When we look at the Playful Learning Lab, this is a culmination of incredibly bright students working to create new and innovative educational tools with a focus on play. Okgo Sandbox utilizes a lot of that content. It is us in the Playful Learning Lab that got to work together to design some resources. The use of Okgo's STEAM-focused music videos, and by STEAM, I mean science, technology, education, art, and mathematics. When looking and diving into these incredible music videos, there is so much with a focus on creativity and play that could be used with STEAM-focused content. And a lot of these lesson plans were generated in bolstering Okgo through Okgo Sandbox. Bear with me for a moment as my printer ran out of ink. All else, I just wanted to draw that out so that you can understand that there are 3 separate entities all working together to create some awesome educational tools. If you look on Okgo Sandbox's website, you'll see some of these lesson plans, and you will see how these tools worked in the educational sphere. You will see how their music videos and the lesson plans tied together in a more cohesive manner. I was super grateful because I got to work on some of these lesson plans, providing different kinds of critiques, being able to work on those kinds of tools, and even assisting in certain classroom settings where we got to try out some of these lesson plans. And that was incredible. So the Playful Learning Lab and Okgo Sandbox partnered up again to work on something that completely changed my life in being able to work on a creative venture.
Hey everybody.
Hey, does anyone have an idea for an art project?
In space.
Everything changed for me when I got to be in charge of some marketing elements at Okgo Sandbox for the Art in Space contest. Now, the Art in Space contest was the Playful Learning Lab and Okgo Sandbox in collaboration using Okgo's Upside Down, Inside Out music video as the inspiration for the project. Thanks to Cognizant and Blue Origin, yes, Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin, we got to develop a contest where students got to enter into the contest to create artwork that was actually launched into space on the New Shepard rocket.
Get your friends together, get your teachers together, come up with your best ideas, because we want to send your art project to space.
It was absolutely mind-blowing. So the fact that I got to work on a project that developed a ton of the marketing materials, created funnels for students to create, we DM'd so many people, we put out press releases, reached out to influencers, created posts, even our very own digital art, and we connected with artists to help us create art, generating hundreds of thousands of views, engagement, and yielding 2 winners that actually got to create something and launch it into space. Now that is a focus on play that is unlike anything else. I won't ever forget a project like that. You know, we had so many people within the Playful Learning Lab that had a hand in a project like this in very different ways, with friends of mine that were engineers that got to actually build the students' work and put it on the payload, to working on the marketing side like I did myself, or I, at the very end of the project, got to send out these little gift baskets to everybody that entered into the contest. It left me fulfilled. It left me excited. It made me think about education in a completely different way. You know, everything we created in the Playful Learning Lab was always about creating a building block that could be used in some future endeavor. You know, for example, with squishy circuits, as I had talked about earlier, these could be used in Okgo Sandbox. They could be inspiration for an Art in Space contest. Or most recently, they had an All Together Now opportunity where students got to draw and color into being in a new Okgo music video. It is little things like this that bring just a little bit of excitement working in the educator space, working in the ed tech space, or just with clients in general that I create content for. All of this ties into the mission of the Playful Learning Lab being work together to create engaging, hands-on experiences for students and educators with a focus on play. Maybe that's what the whole point of this video is about. Focusing a little bit more on creating and play. What is going on? Future Garrison here. Just wanted to hop in really quickly while I have a moment at the end of this film. If you're still here at the end of this video, that means that you probably enjoyed it, or you somehow miraculously made it this far. But if you made it to the end, I just wanted to say, please consider following or subscribing. I'm going to be making a ton more content like this simply because my business is starting to take off, and I am wanting to share more in the work that I'm doing, my experiences that I've had, and building an ultimate tribe around me and hopefully you as well, a community that is a creator and a go-getter mentality. So I look forward to having you here, and I will leave you all until the next video. I'll chat with you soon.